Hi, you're back with The Home Entertainer, and I'm Kathy Vegh. Today we are in Gary Stern's office, the president of Stern Pinball Machine. Here's the exciting part. We're going to be talking about why a pinball is the price that it is. And I know you've been wondering this, so here we go. Gary, thank you very much. Appreciate your time here today.
Thank you.
So I guess let's start with this. I mean, a pinball machine on average, we're looking at $5,500, something around there, $6,000 for a new Stern pinball today, correct?
Yes.
All right. Can you please tell me why that is?
Well, pinball machines are a very expensive product to produce. It's very expensive to design. It takes a lot of very talented people. It costs us $750,000 to $1 million to design a pinball machine. And then once it's designed, it's a very complex product to manufacture. It's very labor intensive. It has about 4 man days or 32 hours of labor in a pinball machine, which is about what's in a Ford Taurus, manufactured not far from here.
And let me guess, a Ford Taurus is a little more expensive than a pinball.
Yeah, but nowhere near as worthwhile or valuable.
There you go.
And one of the things about a Ford Taurus is that its value goes down, and often a pinball's value goes up over time.
Okay, now this is what's really interesting to me. So is it kind of like speculating if you pick the right title, you might actually have an appreciation?
Well, that's true, but I wouldn't say anybody should speculate. First of all, you should buy a game that's fun.
Okay.
And, first and foremost, these are entertainments, and you should have a good time. They're made for commercial use, in bowling alleys, arcades, restaurants, what have you, to entertain people, and they should entertain you at home also. But having said that, you also have an American icon, a piece of artwork. It has a lot of art on it, but in and of itself is a piece of artwork. So it's something that you have there that is more than just a game. I know that there's a show on television, Cribs, that has stars showing their homes, and usually at least one home has a pinball machine in it that the star is proud of, as his Ferrari, what have you. It's the one show that I watched with my 22-year-old daughter, and we had something in common.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, it is. But the point is that the pinball machines, are more than just a game. They are in a sense a piece of Americana, a piece of art, and some games certainly go up in value. I know of a game that we didn't make, but 15 years or so, one of the other companies that used to be in the pinball business, we're the only people in it now, they made a game called Monster Bash, and I've seen that game, which might have cost $3,000 when it's new, be sold for $10,000 today. So the values go up as time passes with the right game.
That's extraordinary.
Our titles are all licensed, and that license can give it a greater value, not only because of the value to that particular license, but because of the people that are involved with it. The artwork for Simpsons was done by Matt Groening's people at The Simpsons. The speech in Terminator was done by Arnold Schwarzenegger, whose people said being on a pinball machine is a trophy. It's something that they want to be involved in. We have a lot of people from different genres that get involved with us. They like the pinball machine. When we went to deliver the Back to the Future pinball machine that Steven Spielberg was getting for the Back to the Future movie, our delivery people got there and found he'd gone out and bought one already himself. So that one went to the back lot. When we did Austin Powers, Mike Myers got a game and then bought 7 for the cast members of his next movie.
Oh my goodness.
So it is of value because of the people that are involved with it also.
Yeah, it is certainly a really unique thing to give as a gift. I'm wondering, when you're talking about the value that's built into a game, I mean, a lot of the people will think about that as a commercial application. You could put it in a pool hall or you could put it in a bowling alley and someone makes money off of that. Mm-hmm. But a lot of people are putting it into homes today. Isn't that true, that it's really grown in popularity for homes?
Oh, it's absolutely, and it's a larger and larger percentage of our business. Mostly in the United States, but growing elsewhere. So all over the world, this is starting to happen. Yeah. Australia, we know that there's a lot of people interested in pinball machines in their home. We export a lot of our games, so we watch this. In Europe, this is starting, and it's very popular in some areas. And yet, still, our main business is income producing commercial property, and that's why these games are built so strong.
Well, so now your main business is staying pretty strong, and the home industry is now growing. So is there something to do with supply and demand?
Well, even with the growth of the home side, and we have a commercial business, there are less pinball machines made today than there were a decade and a half ago. There's so many other entertainments that the commercial people, the bowling alleys have in them, or the arcades or what have you, that the result is we are the only ones making pinball machines. There was once 100,000 machines for a period of time, as much as 100,000 machines a year made by all the different companies. Many of them sold in America, many of them exported. Now we're the only people in the world who make these, and we strive to get to 8,000 or 9,000 machines a year. The point being, there's never going to be a glut, too many pinball machines in the market. There's always going to be some shortage of them.
Well, and that's all up to you now, isn't it?
It's up to us, and we need you, Kathy, to make sure there's a shortage by
That's
getting
good,
people who are interested in pinball machines to have the availability of the game for them.
Well, thank you for charging me with that. I appreciate it. But now at least we are all now clear as to why a pinball machine is the price that it is. It sounds like not only an investment potentially, but also a piece of art and your little piece of the pie when it comes to the smaller supply of the pinball world. Sound like a good synopsis there for you, Gary? Yeah, thank you. Well, you obviously did well and do well continuously, and we who are pinball lovers appreciate that. So thank you, and thank you for your time today.
Thank you.
Again, great to see you, Gary. Thanks so much for watching The Home Entertainer. I'm Kathy Vegh.